Hey everyone, welcome back and happy Wednesday, which means happy Real Housewives of Orange County new episode day. Guys, we're back to talk about the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City and Bravo biting back in the most ultimate way. Nobody saw this coming and they were like, F you, Jen Shah. Honestly, I'm going to break it down as to why, but this one's wild. Production, Bravo, this is shady as hell, and we are absolutely just living for it. I mean, that's what reality TV is. It's a clap back here, a clap back there. And this one seems like the ultimate move. Guys, go ahead and comment below. Let us know what you think at the end of this video, but make sure you smash that like button. And in the comment section, I am going to pin the link to our Real Housewives of Salt Lake City premiere recap today with Ginny from Bravo and Blaze. Let's jump right in.
It's time for all your binge-worthy pop culture news. Welcome to Up and Adam.
All right, guys. So I don't know if you watched The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City last night, but if you didn't, well, meet our newbie, and her name is Monica Garcia. Now, Monica Garcia actually dropped a few bombs last night, and apparently she helped put Jen Shah over here in prison. What? Wait a minute. In case you didn't catch it, let me break it down. So Monica Garcia was a federal government witness against Jen Shah and helped put her in prison, right? She explained it like this, word for word, verbatim. So Jen had fired her assistant and I stepped in to help her. One night, Jen asked me, do you want to be rich? I don't know why I'm doing the Whitney voice. Do you want to make $600,000 a year? All you have to do is put this, and this in your name. What? She said, I remember being so weirded out, like, wait, what? It was very bizarre. And I have a friend in the Secret Service and I called him and he said, get the f away from Jen Shah. She's going to prison. And she was arrested 2 months later. And that's how I became a witness with the federal government in her trial. The fact that Bravo knew this and brought her on as like a main housewife, the reason I'm telling you, this is what happened. Bravo production, they're shady anyways, but it's the best kind of like it's what we live for, right? Sorry, been watching The Little Mermaid. That's how I scrape my face anyways. So Jen Shah wouldn't do the sit down with Andy Cohen. Absolutely refused to. I know this for a fact. And when we did that interview, there were a lot of people who weren't happy about that interview. That interview belonged to Bravo and NBC. Trust me, I know this one for a fact too. So then after, Andy wanted to do a one-on-one sit down with Jen at the reunion or somewhere, like either have her go there or do this one-on-one sit down with her after our interview, which I'm sure he felt like, you are Bravo talent, you should be doing the interview. And I think in her mind, they couldn't control the narrative. They didn't know what the questions were that Andy was going to ask. And I think that she was honestly fed up at the end of it. I think that she knew she was going to prison. She was worried about her family at that time. She was, I mean, I don't actually know, but I feel like she told Bravo, F you, Bravo. And Bravo said, oh, okay. Okay. You're going to say that to us? Well, guess what? We're going to bring in Monica Garcia, who was a federal witness in your trial, and we are going to give her a snowflake. And boom, there you go. Like I said, the ultimate clapback. Even more shockingly, though, Monica admitted that Jen Shah told her a lot of secrets about the cast, and she also made it known that she's ready and willing to spill them when the time comes. It's so crazy hearing them portray these perfect lives. We've all heard things about each other thanks to Jen, is what she said. But Lisa Barlow then teased that Monica had changed her appearance after becoming a government witness against Jen. Honestly, if she were in the witness protection program or a plea sign-up, I would not be able to pick her out. She was blonde before. It's not that big of a deal. But Meredith Marks also tweeted about the matter saying, and you guys thought I called the FBI? LOL, hashtag RHOSLC. Now, speaking of Meredith Marks, I'm going to go ahead and bring her up too, because she talks about where she stands with Lisa. She's giving us a lot of updates. While discussing her new podcast with her husband, Seth Marks, dishing on Jen Shah's absence and speaking of Mary Cosby's return, she also offered an update on her relationship with Lisa. My kids are really excited about the podcast. I think they have to be guests sometimes because it's fun. That's what she said on Access Hollywood's Housewives Nightcap. According to Meredith, her new podcast, Hanging On by a Thread with Seth and Meredith Marks, will be based on relationships. Obviously, there will be a big focus on romantic relationships, but we can discuss parent-child, we can discuss different friendships, different sibling relationships, all kinds of relationships. So they're excited for us, and I'm buying to get them on as guests. Now, as Meredith and Seth prepare to launch their podcast, Meredith is also bracing herself for this new season because this is going to be a wild one. Talking about Monica, she said she's definitely a little feisty. She has a lot of great moments, so I think that we'll see some ups and downs with her, but she definitely has her opinions and she's not afraid to voice them. Well, no, I think that she was coached by Jen Shah. And I think now, hello, look. You see what I'm saying? Monica's really pretty, though. In addition to the introduction of Monica, fans will also be seeing the return of Mary. As you guys know, she said, Mary and I stayed in touch through season 3, maybe not in talks as much as normal because she was taking some space for herself, but we had stayed in communication, and having her back is great. She brings an element of humor at the most unexpected times and unexpected ways, and that lightens things up a lot. She's very candid and very honest with her opinion. Yeah. Love them or hate them, that's up to you, but they're there, and her delivery tends to be highly entertaining. Meredith, that's such a great sell on her. When Meredith was then asked if any of her castmates weren't happy to see Mary back in the mix, she noted that everyone seemed quite welcoming of her, regardless of the past drama. I don't really know for sure that anyone was not happy about it. No one expressed that to me. I think even the people that she maybe didn't have strong relationships with missed her at some level. I think she was very much welcome back. Ahead of last night in the premiere, Meredith also made an appearance on Roni alongside Erin Leachy, who she says she was introduced to by a mutual friend. I think she's fabulous. We don't know each other that well, but we've had some fun times, and I really like her a lot, and she invited us to come to her event, and we popped by. We weren't there long because I'd actually filmed Watch What Happens Live that night, so I did a quick run by on our way and said hello, and she's great. She really is, like real life great. But while the majority of the season 3 cast returned for season 4, Jen, who is currently incarcerated in Texas for fraud crimes, did not. And while she admittedly had some fun times with Jen, Meredith didn't necessarily miss her during season 4. She said, I had ups and downs with Jen. So Jen, when everything was great, can be really great. And when it's not great, it's really bad. So it's just really with Jen, it depends where you're at with her. When she's on your team or you're on her team, she's extremely supportive. And when she's not, it's not really that fun. But again, since she's doing a relationship podcast, speaking on her marriage to Seth, which has experienced some hardships, as we've seen, Meredith confirmed that right now they're in a great place. She said it has been incredibly uphill. There's bumps in the road, of course, but we're generally speaking in a fantastic place, probably the best ever. Occasionally, communication breaks down, and we need to go email the therapist and sort of get set back on the right path, but everything's really good on that front. The reality is, I think almost every couple at some point when they're hitting all of these milestones, whether it's been, you've been married for multiple decades at this point, you have children that have left the house, you have all these issues going on, and it's a confluence of stuff pretty much at the same time. And most people go on through some rough patches. And I think that usually when it works out, you just don't hear about it because why would they? Usually you only hear about the ones that don't work out. Now, Meredith Marks, I feel like this is going to be one hell of a season. It definitely is. I cannot wait to talk about this today. Again, on the main channel, I'm going to pin the link. Get ready for it because Jenny from Bravo and Blaze is absolutely fantastic. And we're going to be breaking down all of this mess. So, and this mess. Oh, and this mess. Well, all of the mess. All of the mess is going to be broken down. Go ahead and comment below. Let us know what you think. Smash that like button. Show some love. And we'll see you next time.